Hello everybody, it's Murialda here again, and welcome back to part 3 of my birthday loot for 2016, also called November 2016 loot. And giggity giggity, this is figure number 69 in my collection. And as you can see, we have a figure of this character already. Sento Isuzu. We'll put the stronger version aside for the moment, because here's the star of the show. This is Sento Isuzu, 50 Cent herself. Moffle is part of this. She is from Amagi Brilliant Park. This one is manufactured by Alter and is a 1/7 scale. She was originally released on June 10th of 2016. And I, like the rest of the figures in this order, I overpaid for her. I paid $147.66. So yeah, it's the whole convenience factor that actually makes it work. I mean, I'll spend a little bit more to get things from one place rather than having to get them from 10 different places, or in this case 3. So this figure is beautiful. I've had her on and off of my interested in list for a while, because I love Sento. She's a great character. I've got another figure of her. She is beautiful, but she's in kind of a pose that doesn't necessarily fit her. But then again, it does. So I don't know. She was on and off, on and off. Well, you know, I'm searching for birthday loot, and I saw her and added her to the cart. By the time I had finished, I had like 6 figures in the cart, and originally I did take her back out of it because I had 2 other ones in there. But then I decided I didn't really want those other 2, and I figured if I got rid of those, I could put this one back on. So it worked out, and I got Sento. Yay! And just because there is the top of her and the bottom of her. So, unlike the one I already have, this one is based off the anime version of her. The other one is based off the light novel version of her. So they're going to look a little bit different. For instance, the face is a little different. On this one, her chest is bigger. She's not wearing her standard equipment either. But we do get Moffle as a bonus. So, let's go ahead and get her open. So it's the standard, 3 seals, and it's Alter's all plastic box. And the inside is really boring. It's got like a pink to white gradient, and then the back and front are see-through. So we'll put that box to the side and put Sento back up. So another thing that kind of got me into getting this figure was not too long ago. I was, just browsing YouTube for figure videos again, and I saw one for her. It really wasn't the greatest video quality-wise, I think. Not that mine are any good, but it definitely showed just how good she looked. And, I saw it, and I'm like, wow, I really, really like that. So I put her back on my map. So let's go ahead and open the blister. So there is her base. It's another of the fluffy bases. Woohoo, fluffy. I did notice in the pictures, and I wasn't sure if it was legitimate or not, but on the edge in gold leaf, paint, it says Amagi Brilliant Park. So that's the front of the base. Not that it really matters, not that she even needs a base. Then we've got Moffle. So, A Mighty Brilliant Park is kind of in the same universe as Full Metal Panic. You can turn his head around. And Moffel is based off Bonta-kun. But in A Mighty Brilliant Park, he is, you know, an actual, like, magical being. In Full Metal Panic, he was, it was just a costume that whatever the main characters wore. And, you know, Fumafu. So now, we have the main event. So there's a little piece of plastic holding her feet in that's taped down. So we'll just cut part of it so we can get her out. And there is plastic around there. And then there's some like translucent plastic around her waist. There's some in her hair. This is kind of sticky plastic, so carefully separate that. But as I said, there's stuff around her waist, so she has to come apart. So there's a piece there. Take her skirt off. And there's another piece. So yay, she's disassembled. Let's go ahead and get the blisters out of the way now. And all the plastic stuff. And since she's in pieces, we'll start with her skirt. Typical Alter quality, you know, almost perfect. I saw, at least, yeah, right there's just a little tiny molding error, like a little bubble in the plastic. The bottom is pure white, but of course all the lines are crisp and clean. Can't expect anything else from Alter. So now here is her bottom half. So yes, she looks very, very nice legs. And she is wearing black underwear with the crotch shot. Her standard equipment is blue and white Shimapan, but oh well. Black is good too. It fits. It's like more mature. And the bottom of her thigh is kind of flattened out, and it feels very silky smooth. So Alter knows some trick to make their paint feel very good. And then there is her top half. So her hands are very nicely done. Of course, she has the little finger pose with the ring and middle fingers together. I hate that because I always notice it. Her back is nicely done. You probably can't see it through all of her hair. But there's a very deep gap between her shoulder blades. And of course she has the very large chest in this version. And her face is the classic Sento soldier, I've seen some shit face. Kind of a little frown. And, you know, a stoic, I guess is a good word, facial expression. And she has her hair in a bow. And very, very nice hair. Alter is considered God tier for a reason. So we'll put her together without her skirt on and put her on her base. Put the little stuff off to the side and slide her a little bit closer. And maybe tilt down a little bit, maybe. Sorry for adjusting the camera live. It's never a good idea. Close enough. So we'll do a spin around of her in her underwear. She is, like I said, a very beautiful girl, so of course it's a very beautiful figure. So now we'll go ahead and take her apart again and put her clothes back on. So it's actually a very, well, not very tight, but pretty tight fit. So it's not going to just come off. And now she's all together. And the trick Alter does is you put Muffle right there, and he kind of hides her underwear. Well, maybe if you put him right there. But yeah, in all like promo pictures, he was always blocking the view, so woohoo. But yeah, she is a very lovely figure. Let me go ahead and turn off one of my lights, because it kind of gives her like an orangish, yellowish hue. It's not quite as good because it is kind of cloudy. It was snowing earlier out, but we do what we can do. It's November after all. Just try to give you a little bit of a different lighting condition. And then to compare, we'll bring other Sento up. It's going to be hard to get them both in a decent enough shot for you. But yeah, I mean, you can see like the difference in the face. The hairstyle is a little bit different, and the chest is a different size. This one, she's more in like a winter costume with the long sleeves. This one, she is in a summer outfit with no sleeves. And she's, of course, not wearing her boots. Let me turn the light back on. And let's go ahead and take the camera out. Maybe get a close-up. So yeah, there's her face and her boobs and her belly and her thigh. Oops. And her underwear. And Muffle doesn't want to stay, so he can regret his decisions in life. And there's her from the side. One thing I always like is how they always have detailed ears. A lot of people don't notice that or make a big deal out of them, but it's something that I've always really liked and shows how high quality these figures are. And I mean, look at that hand. And look at my finger compared to that. It just shows how dainty and very easy it would be to, not sculpt those nicely. I'm talking out of my ass. Let's go ahead and put this away. So yeah, we'll focus on her. This is Sento Isuzu, 50 Cent herself. And of course, you have Muffle with her. She is from Amagi Brilliant Park, which is a great show. A couple of years old now. She's manufactured by Alter and is a 1/7 scale. She was originally released June 10th of 2016. And you can find her cheaper, but I paid $147.66 for her. It's my birthday. It was convenient. I got 2 other figures with her, all from one store, so I don't care. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed my, 69th figure. Giggity, giggity, giggity. I'm out. Bye-bye.